Hello all! Now I don't normally decorate for Christmas until Thanksgiving is over, but Catherine from Amateur Decorating Like a Pro is doing a collab. It's called My Christmas My Style, and I'm tagging along, and you can find a host of creators associated with the hashtag below. Besides, I was in Home Goods the other day and I saw lots of beautiful crystal pieces, and I thought, it would be really great to have a crystal Christmas this year. So I want to show you how I created my own version of this beautiful crystal mirror and these gorgeous crystal glass candle holders that I'll be using to decorate my Christmas table. And guess what? I made them all using Dollar Tree pieces. To make this candle centerpiece, I'm using one 8-inch round Dollar Tree mirror, 3 different size tall glass tea candle holders, 1 tall, 2 medium, and 3 small, 4 bags of acrylic gems, 1 row of diamond wrap ribbon, and optional 1 small tea candle holder. And to put everything together, I'm using E6000 glue and a hot glue gun. Okay, let's start by assembling all my glass pieces. I'm using these tall glass pieces. Now you want to make sure that the piece that's going to sit on the ground is level, because sometimes these pieces are not flat at the top. Like this one here, it's kind of tilted, slanted to the side. So you want to make sure you have a nice flat, even round piece that's going to be your base. So this piece is flat at the top, so I'm going to turn this one upside down and start assembling this one. I'm starting with the 2 smallest glass pieces to make my smaller level piece. So I'm going to put some E6000 on the bottom of this piece and glue the bottom of the other smaller piece on top of that. For the next level up, I'm gluing a medium-sized piece and a small piece. And I'm going to start by putting the glue on the smallest piece and putting that on top of the medium-sized piece. And for the last tallest level, I'm using 1 tall piece and 1 medium-sized piece. Now I'm going to just set these aside and let those dry for a few hours. And now while those are drying, I'm going to start working on my base mirror piece. First, I'm going to start by taking the frame off the mirror so that I just have the mirror to work with. And for this, I'm using 1 bag of acrylic gems. I'm going to glue a row of gems all the way around the mirror, and this position, I'm going to have it at this angle, and the point will be right at the edge of the mirror. To glue these down, I'm going to use 1 drop of E6000 towards the front of the gem and 1 dot of hot glue towards the back by the point. I'm using the 2 glues because the E6000s will give it a nice strong hold, and the hot glue will keep the gem in place immediately while the other glue dries. So this is what it looks like after I glued all the pieces around. It's really pretty. But since I have some more pieces left, there are about 60 in the pack, so I think I'm going to alternate in between each piece and add some more pieces on the outside. For the second row, I'm gluing on the flat surface of the gem. I'm going to put a dot of E6000 near the bottom of the gem, and I'm going to put another dot of hot glue right next to that on the side of it at the bottom. And then I'm going to press and hold for a few seconds that piece in between the 2 front row pieces so that it looks like this. Half of it is behind the front row piece and the top is just sticking up right above it. And I'm going to go around and glue between every other piece. And after it dries, this is what it looks like, a nice floral pattern of crystals. Now to finish this off, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to put a couple of felt pads at the bottom just so it could slide around on the table without scratching. And for the bottom edge of the mirror, I'm going to cut one long piece of 2 rows of diamond wrap ribbon, and I'm going to hot glue that around the edge just to give it a little sparkle and to prevent the sharp edge of the mirror from cutting anyone. Now you just want to remove all of those hot glue gun strands and clean the mirror. And how beautiful is this? Now this mirror is just a little bit smaller, but for $2 and some change, I think it makes a great replacement for that home goods mirror. Now let's get back to working on my candlesticks. I want to make some pieces that look like this. Tall pieces made up of crystal balls. Now that my candle holders are dry, I'm going to use my crystal gems to make crystal balls. To do that, I'm going to use the flat side of the gem and put a dot of E6000 at the bottom and a dot of hot glue right above that. And I'm going to stick that right at the base of the stem of the tallest piece. And making sure they're all lined up, I'm going to glue 2 more pieces evenly spaced around the stem. And then you want to just continue that same process all the way up the neck and just make sure all the pieces are lined up. So you're going to do the neck at the bottom and the neck at the top. And it should look something like this. And as long as they're all lined up horizontally and vertically, they should look a lot like solid crystal balls in the center. And also I'm going to glue acrylic gems all the way around the bottom and the top of the rims of this piece so that it looks like this. And just to add a little sparkle to finish this off, I'm going to add a single row of diamond wrap to frame the ends of the crystals. And to do this, I put just a little bit of hot glue on the end of the diamond wrap, attach that to the neck, and then as I pull it around, I put a little hot glue and press it to the neck of the piece. And I wrap the diamond at the edge of the rows of crystal, and it adds just a little bit of sparkle that you could barely see, but it makes the crystal stand out more. And again, these are not going to be as big, but I think it's a pretty close substitute for the home good candle holders. And these candle holders will cost you about $3 to make. Now I just want to let you know these pieces are delicate. The necks are delicate. I actually broke my medium-sized piece that I put together. So I'm going to use this small tea candle holder, and I'm going to glue it to the bottom of my 2 small pieces that I put together to make a medium piece, just because I didn't have another medium-sized tall piece. And you can use this as a substitute to make the different sizes, because sometimes you can't find different size tall pieces at Dollar Tree. So you can add these small candle holders just to make the sizes stagger. And my new medium-sized piece I'm going to put together the same way I put my large piece together, but I'm going to glue the diamond wrap at the bottom and the top of the bottom row of gems. And it actually makes a very pretty base, so this is another alternative you could try. Now for my shortest piece, instead of covering the entire neck, I am putting the balls only at the top and the bottom part of the neck. And after adding a little diamond wrap and letting some of that neck show, I think it makes a really beautiful, elegant piece. And it adds an interesting crystal variety to the centerpiece. And you can add some candles to the top. I got a stack of these little candles in the glass folds from Walmart. If you roll up a couple of pieces of Scotch tape and put them inside your candle holders, the candles will fit pretty snug without moving around. And this centerpiece, I'm sure, will look beautiful on my Christmas table. And look at this. This would also make a great wedding centerpiece for each table. For that one candle holder and a mirror together, it would only cost about $6 to make. So I will be making all kinds of interesting crystal pieces for my Crystal Christmas this year. So stay tuned. And be sure to check out the other videos in this collab to come up with some great ideas for your own Christmas style. I have some exciting news. I've taken all of your favorite Your House or Home projects from the first few years and combined them all into one beautiful step-by-step project guide. Voila! It's called Your House or Home Book of Elegant Home Crafts. Volume 1 in this series is 40 projects with beautiful full-color images and instructions for everything from home decor to wedding projects. And I included all of my coffee filter flowers along with coffee filter petal templates. This book will be the perfect hands-on guide for all of your projects and the perfect gift for your favorite crafter. Available right now on Amazon in paperback and ebooks. And look for the hardcover coffee table edition, available on November 20th, 2018. Click on the link above to get your copies. Follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Snapchat at Your House of Home and Your House of Home TV for daily home, food, and gardening tips.